These are the names of the mighty men of David. The Tachmonite, chief among the captains. His name was Adino. He lifted up his spear against 800, who he killed at one time. After him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, one of the three mighty men with David. He arose and killed the Philistines until his hand was weary and his hand stuck to the sword. After him was Shammah, the son of Ag. When the people ran from the Philistines, he stood in the middle of the field and defended it and killed all of the Philistines. And the Lord produced a great victory by his hand. The time came when David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me a drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." These three mighty men broke through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem and took it to David, but he would not drink it. He poured it out unto the Lord, and he said, "Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives?" Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these three mighty men. Think about the people and their sacrifices. Whatever leaders do could not be done without the sacrifices of the people, of faithful people. God bless the people who have sacrificed, because their sacrifices have not been in vain. My objective is to highlight those who sacrifice for the sake of ministry and to proclaim that their sacrifices will be rewarded. What is it that characterizes these ministry partners? I believe there are three elements. Simply, who, what, and why. Number one, who are these people? These are the people who make their contributions to the ministry willingly and joyfully. They work in the nurseries. They work in the parking lots. They greet you at the door, sing in the choirs, and help in any way that they can. They partner with you in ministry. They do everything from flying the plane that you fly on to handing you a simple drink of water. Why am I saying this? Because like the mighty men of David, these will go down as unsung heroes unless someone gives them their props. So props to all those who contribute, even in the smallest ways, to ministries all over the world. Your labor is not in vain. The Bible says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." Even if the leadership fails to recognize your efforts, God promises that your labor is not in vain. Number two, what do these people do? They serve God. It may seem like they're doing it for the minister or for the church, but I believe that these people are serving God. Many of these people are more faithful to the ministry than they are to their jobs. Many put the ministry first. They sacrifice sleep. They sacrifice finances. They sacrifice time. And they even sacrifice their families sometimes. It does not matter if they're sick or tired. If the minister says something they don't totally agree with, they remain at their post, greeting people with a smile and sometimes a hug. They're talked about, persecuted, misunderstood by their families. They're thought of as fools, but they persevere as fools for Christ. They're taunted by people who say, "Look at me, I don't give to the church and I have a new car." They resist schemes to make sketchy money and fast money. They choose to believe, all the while being out there in the real world, fighting the good fight of faith. And then number 3, why are they faithful? Now, this perplexed me for a long time. I began to study, and initially I came up with they're being called. They must be called. But then I thought about those who had many reasons and opportunities to turn their backs on the church and on the minister, but who remained faithful. I studied further and I saw it. Many are called, but there's another level. The Bible says, but few are chosen. Here's an interesting verse. Revelation 17:14. Jesus said, and they that are with me are called, chosen, and faithful. Now that's as high as you can get. Called, chosen, and faithful. It's not about the minister. It's not about the church. It's because some people, watch this, are called, chosen, and they are faithful. They're serving God. I thank God for everyone who ever helped me in the ministry. But I especially thank God for those who are called, chosen, and faithful. I thank God especially for those who started with me, who have gone on to glory. They did the heavy lifting. I thank God even for those who did their part and moved on. I thank God for those who are plowing with me now, right now. I thank God for the mighty men and women who broke through the camp of the Philistines and brought back a drink of water. But I will not drink it. I must pour it out unto the Lord, because I too am called and chosen and faithful. I will use that water to spread this message. We who are in ministry have a mandate to spread the word, being grateful for all who played their parts. I'm out of time. If this message has blessed you, please subscribe and share this message. Remember, it's a sin when you don't win.